Good afternoon, Year 6. So art this week is a continuation on from last week, where you're practicing your observational skills. This is going to come in really handy in preparation for next week's learning or task, where you're going to be creating your own imaginary creature from the rainforest. Last week you practiced looking at shape, tone and pattern of your chosen object. You're going to be doing the same thing again, but applying it to an animal or an insect of your choice. So for the purposes of this week, you need to decide upon an animal from the rainforest or an insect. It can be a frog, a tarantula, a monkey, a lizard, bird, whatever, your choice. But just bear in mind that next week, when you come to do your own imaginary creature, you'll need to design one that is an amalgamation of approximately 2 to 3 different animals. So you might want to choose one that you think might be slightly easier to draw or that you feel more comfortable drawing, or you might want to set yourself a challenge and go for something a little bit trickier. The choice is up to you. As you can see, for the rest of the video, I've popped on a few examples of step-by-step tutorials for drawing different animals. Now, I've chosen 3 different animals, a bird, a frog and a lizard. This doesn't mean you've got to draw one of these, but I thought it might be a good idea to show you how you might go about drawing these creatures and ensuring it's realistic and is in proportion, because this is going to be really key in order to ensure it looks like the actual animal you intend it to be. And it might also give you a bit of inspiration for choosing your animal too. I just want to remind you all and point out a few key tips in order for you to be successful in your drawing. Now, remember, like I keep saying in all the videos, don't press too hard. The harder you press, the more difficult it's going to be to rub out anything if you make a mistake. And you probably are going to make mistakes, because that's what a good drawer does. They want it to be as best as it can be and as realistic as it can be. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can use a rubber when necessary. And again, the lighter you press, the easier it's going to be to rub it out. And even if you do make a mistake and you can't rub it out, when you add the detail, it's going to cover it up anyway. So don't panic. Remember to start off with light, basic outlines of the creature you're drawing. As you can see from all 3 of these tutorials, they all start out with drawing rough circles or simple shapes to allow them to draw in proportion and map out the parts of the body. Again, this is an essential point in your drawing in achieving a realistic drawing of your creature. Now, if you draw simple shapes to begin with, then you can go in and add your detail, and it'll be a lot easier rather than trying to draw the actual shape of the animal straight away. So those simple shapes will help you along your journey. Now remember, I say it all the time, don't rush it. Take your time. The slower you are and the more you look at your image, the better the outcome is going to be. You ideally want to be spending about 20 to 30 minutes of active drawing time. So once you finish watching this video clip, that's when you're going to start to do your drawing and spending that time. Okay, it doesn't mean watch the video clip and do your drawing and that's a total of 30 minutes. Okay, it should be about 40 minutes in total of your whole art lesson. Okay, but remember, don't rush it. Once you're happy with the shape, you can start to add in your detail. So concentrating on pattern and texture of the skin. This is something that we've really been focusing on the last couple of weeks through our mark making. So does your creature have rough or smooth skin? What mark making are you going to use to show this? Really consider how the creature would feel to your skin and how you're going to represent that through your marks. That's what we're really trying to achieve in this task. This is really going to help you out for next week. So the more practice you have now, the easier it's going to be when you come to next week. Once you've completed your chosen creature, do take a picture and send them in so I can see how well you're getting on with your drawing. I'd love to see the progress that you're making and the techniques that you're able to develop over these last couple of weeks. So take a picture, send them in, and I can hopefully give you some feedback. If you do want to hold on to your images that you're drawing, there might be an opportunity to stick them into your sketchbooks when we do come back into school eventually. So if you want them to go in as evidence, then do just keep hold of them and we can pop them in when we can. Enjoy!